Hi, and welcome to All Scale Slot Cars. I'm Dennis, and I am thrilled. There is finally a slot car of my favorite driver, my favorite Formula One driver, Charles Leclerc. Finally, he's been driving Formula One since I believe 2019, and with Ferrari, and there has never been a release of a slot car in his name and the cars that he drives. And this is a first. NSR has finally done it. I was hoping Carrera would do it. They actually have the Ferrari license, but they got out of the Formula One cars for a while there. This actually here, this Sebastian Vettel car, is the last Ferrari they made in Formula One, and that was from 2018. And so it's been a long time, but now they're starting to get back. They put out a couple of Red Bulls this year, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that come next year we'll have a couple of Ferraris. Leclerc, my favorite driver, and my wife's favorite driver, Lewis Hamilton. Fortunately, they're both on the same team now, and not getting the results we expected, but hopefully in the future things will improve, and I'm crossing my fingers there'll be at least one and hopefully both slot cars of those drivers released next year. And we're waiting for it. They'll probably get the announcement in late January, early February. So I'm waiting for it, and I'm hoping, Carrera, if you're watching, please make these two cars. So yeah, getting back to this is NSR. It's beautifully done. And it's just a gorgeous car in its own right, Leclerc or not. I love it. And it's got everything on it that the Ferrari had. This is actually signifying the Monaco Grand Prix race that Leclerc won last year in 2024, and which must have been extremely special to him because he was born and raised in Monaco. So can you imagine what that felt like, winning in his home country? In his career, he's won like 8 races, but he's always right there at the top, always at least battling in the top 3, if not higher, and at the very least running in the top 5 most of the time. Very hard charger, and that's what attracts me for drivers, is that hard charging style. I was a huge NASCAR fan back in the day, and Neil Bonnet was the hardest charger you'll ever find. He did not hold back anything. If he had the best car, you would know it. If his car was capable of getting half a lap ahead of the field, you would know it, because it would be half a lap ahead of the field. And that's the kind of driving style I like. Just all out, just give it what you got, no holes barred. And Leclerc's that kind of guy. He's fantastic in qualifying. I think he's won like 26, 27 poles, and which is incredible. He's excellent on the short bursts, short runs, which shows that he does great under pressure. And that's what I love. I love drivers like that. I'm full Italian, full-blooded Italian, so I've always loved Ferrari, and I've always loved Mario Andretti. Anyone who drove for Ferrari, Nigel Mansell, those hard chargers, love them. I was more of an Alain Prost fan than Senna, unfortunately for some to hear, but that's the way it was, and that's who I liked. But so I love those hard chargers, and Leclerc is one of them, and he's my favorite driver now. And NSR has done great with this car. I've taken it around a few laps. Usually what I do is every car that I get new, I run it slowly to break it in for about 20 laps. Then I'll push it for the next like 40 laps. I'll stop and oil it, and then run it at least 40 more. And this car, I was doing the break-in process last night, and I couldn't stop driving. I loved it, had so much fun with it. So if you're new to NSR or any of these higher end cars, they're very expensive. This one cost about $100 US. So, yeah, I won't be collecting all the Formula Ones. I just wanted this one. And if Carrera comes out with their version, their fully licensed version, I will definitely collect a Leclerc and a Hamilton for my wife. And, we'll go from there. But I had to have this in my collection. Yeah, if you are timid about getting into these higher end brands, I would say don't be. I took this car out of the box and I did nothing other than just poofed out the braids a little bit. They were flat down in there. And when I took it, I just wanted to see right out of the box. I put it on the track and took it around and just wanted to see what would happen. And it kind of hesitated a bit. And then I realized I need to puff out those braids a little bit. Just with your fingers, you could, peel them apart there a little bit. And it ran so much better, and I loved it so much. So I got out for this video the last Carrera Formula One car that they made back in 2018, the Fettel car. Now, this was SF70H, so this ran for the 2017 season. So there's a huge difference in the what Ferrari has done with their cars since then. That was 8 years ago. Well, 7. This was a 2024. So I just wanted to compare what has happened, and it's a little unusual what has happened here. Now, in Formula One, the cars have tended to get a little larger as we've gone. So from 2017 to 2024, you would think they're a little larger. I could be wrong, but this one is definitely not larger. This model here, as you can see, the wheelbase is a little bit less. It's actually smaller than the 2017 model. And the track width maybe a little larger, if not the same, a little bit larger. So they did get a little wider, but the wheelbase is definitely shorter. And you could see it's shorter than the 2017, which I found unusual. And another thing is, I don't know who got this right or who got this wrong, but also Ferrari cars they're getting more darker as the years go by, but this one here is actually a little bit lighter of a red. I don't know if that's got something to do with the licensing. It could be. I don't know. Maybe Carreras were too dark. Maybe this is too light. It just seems a little too light. And it's not really a matte finish. It's more of a gloss on that. That's my only things. I mean, I'm not going to criticize. I love the car. It's got everything you need on it other than the prancing horse. I could cut out some little labels and stick them on there, but I think I'm going to keep it pure. These cars, I'm not going to be running much. Just take them out like I'm doing now and just running them around. So I don't need to have a model that is full detail. I'm fine. This is the way it was released, and I'm happy with it. If Carrera does release them next year, I'll be extremely happy with that. Yeah, another thing with the colors, as you can see, now this is the Lewis Hamilton. Carrera actually did make this this year for the Lewis Hamilton car, and you could see the deeper red. I don't know how much. Now, of course, this is the Ghost scale car, so it might be less detail, although it's got a lot of nice detail on there. But it is darker, and that's what I would have expected with this. And it is lighter. And as you can see, the year before then, the Carlos Sainz car, when he drove for Ferrari, this Hamilton is just a little darker shade. So you could see the difference there. So I thought, well, maybe it's the way that NSR, their red colors are. And so I got out my other NSR car, this Porsche, which is the same, pretty much, it should be the same as the Scale Auto Porsche, the 911 Coke and the 911 Coca-Cola for NSR, number 911 and number 912. These are team cars. I'm assuming they're the same, they should be the same color, but you could see the color difference. NSR is more red and more truer to that Coke, and the Scale Auto is almost like an orange red compared to it. So I tend to really favor that. That looks more like a Coca-Cola color. So in that case, NSR went a little darker, but in this case, it seems like NSR is lighter with their red coloring. So I'm not sure what's going on there. If somebody knows for sure, let me know. It could be because of the licensing. Maybe they're not allowed to use that exact Ferrari color. So it could be that. And yeah, so let's put this on the track and let's take it for a spin so you can see how it goes. Like I said, don't be afraid to give these a spin on your track. I know Carrera and Leclerc get labeled as as toy cars, where the rest are hobby brands like Scale Auto. So don't be afraid to give them a whirl on your track. I actually needed to do less to this than I do to my Carrera cars. When I get a new Carrera car, first thing I do is change out the rear tires and put in a Frankenslot or slot invasion guide. This one I did nothing but the braid. Now, you know, there's some play there that you can play with and tune them. Excellent chance to tune them up. But if you're just taking them for a spin on your track and you're not racing, which I'm not going to be racing this, you can just have so much fun just right out of the box. And here's, once again, here's all angles of the Leclerc car. It's the number 16. Leclerc wanted to use a number 7, but of course Kimi Räikkönen had that number. So he went the next best thing, which was ingenious. His birthday is October 16th, so he chose the number 16. And as an added bonus to having 16, 1 plus 6 equals 7. So that's his reasoning, and that's why he chose the 16, and that's his number, and he's running with it, and he's doing a great job. We're expecting great things in the future, and let's take it for a spin and have some fun with this car. I'll try to get in a spot where I can record most of it and watch what I'm doing. I'm just having a ball. I just love this. So if you're used to Leclerc or Carrera, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You can enjoy it. And even if you wipe out and you have fun. You put it back on the track and you go some more. And I hope you've enjoyed this video, and you keep enjoying your slot cars any way you can. And thank you for watching, and have a great day.